Hey, welcome back to the channel. Stay, don't go, you're gonna love this. So I know the title says Ancona. We're going from Ancona, northern Italy, to elsewhere. Elsewhere today is going to be Frankfurt, Germany. So I mean, if you saw this on my Twitch channel, it would have just said elsewhere. If you see this on my YouTube channel, it's going to say Frankfurt am Main. And one of the things I want to do as soon as I can is, whoops, hold on a second here. One of the things I want to do when I can, oh crap, is to, I'm trying to get my thing set up on my phone here, is to get a new truck. Because I bought a truck a little bit ago, and then I hired a new driver just now in Bologna. I've got another bay up in my headquarters. So I've got two companies. I got one in the States and one here in Europe in my baseball off season, which is the winter. I work for my company Pendant Continental in Europe. And then during the summer, I work for Crestway Interstate in the States. And my headquarters is up in Rotterdam, Holland, and I've got a fifth bay there, so I'm looking at another driver, get another truck. There is a dealer in Frankfurt. I don't know what that dealer is, but I'm going to find out. And depending on what time I get there, we're going to, I mean, at least that's the plan right now. We're looking at taking 20 tons of fertilizer from the, looks like the Chemica Italia, something or other, in Bologna to the WGCC in Frankfurt am Main. 31,000 euro, important delivery. I have an hour and 8 minutes to get there. I'm currently like here and I gotta get there, so we'll see if that can be done. If not, maybe we'll get something else there, but wish us luck. Hey viewer, thanks for coming in. So yeah, I'm driving a lot. I mean, I keep talking about playing some other titles. I'm gonna take a hiatus for Lent this year from gaming, so and during that time I'm going to do a reformat. So there's some games I want to try before then to see if I even want to reinstall them. But I'm not super excited about them anyway, so I tend to fall back on my driving. It's Monday, 11 o'clock at night. So oh my gosh, that's what we're dealing with. I almost knocked the glass over. It's a bad place for your glass, Tomas. Let me get my lights on. There we go. Take my parking brake off. Let's go get this thing and I'll talk some more then. I'll put my windows down too. Because it's night. It is 18 degrees Celsius, which is nice and cool. I'm from the States, so I really don't deal with Celsius here. We deal with Fahrenheit and stuff like that. So these conversions are always a bit of a trial for me. Although my brother-in-law, not Pete, but my other brother-in-law, the wife's brother, got me a little heater, little heater that you plug into the wall. It just hangs on the wall outlet, and it works very well, but for some reason I don't know, or I can't figure out how to switch it from metric to imperial. So it's telling me degrees Celsius, and so I got to do a conversion. But I know that 20 degrees Celsius is about where I want, about 70 degrees Fahrenheit. That's my comfortable spot in that room. So this 18 degrees is like probably 65 degrees. Probably real nice. Especially here in northern Italy. I think it's going to get warmer during the day in general. Alright, let's see. I'm going to put my windows up now because we're getting on the highway. Although, okay, yeah, I was going to say, instead of speeding, but I'm just speeding on the on-ramp. Once I get into traffic here, I got to speed up to 80, looks like. So yeah, we got to get there within an hour to get this load if we want to take this thing up to... So I haven't been to Germany. Oops, I'm sorry. Haven't been to Germany in a long time. So it'll be neat to get up to Germany. I think they did a rework of Frankfurt since I've been there last.
And then exit right.
So that'll be interesting to see what's changed. And I haven't been to Frankfurt. What am I talking about? The only reason I'm going to this city is I haven't been there. I've had this game for years. I've been playing it. I know the base game gives you Germany and the UK, and I think maybe part of Holland or something like that. And I haven't even seen all of Germany yet. The one that comes with the box version of the game. So that's kind of funny, right? I know I could take that one to the left, but I'm gonna leave that for the cars. Pay this toll and get out of here. It is almost midnight. Oops. Did that one go down? Hold on. That one went down. There we go. I'm surprised at how regularly I'm having issues with trying to remember what where my power windows thing go. Wow, this is some inky black darkness here, isn't it? Luckily, I remembered to turn down the lights in my room here before I got started. Otherwise, I would just see a reflection of my face in the screen. So as far as my studio, oh, this guy's let me in. Thanks. Give him a little thank you honk at midnight. One of the things about my studios, if you've been on my channel before and you heard me talk, is I had been using this office chair. It's a standard office chair, although I found it out in front of someone's house, so it's literally junk. It's comfortable. It reclines, which is nice if you're gaming for most games. But when I'm driving, I want rigid and still, like a truck chair. You don't want to be reclining while you're trucking, you know. Boy, they really pay for these roads here. Hold on a second. Let me pay my toll. I'll lose my train of thought. Oh, they just take it automatically, huh? Thank you. Bonsoir. Oh no, actually, buonanotte. I'm in Italy now. Buonanotte, paisan. There we go. I got the window right.
Exit now.
Yeah, a little late on the turn signal. So anyway, you want a chair that's going to be firm, and this chair in my studio here, I've got like hardwood floor. It's not really hardwood floor; it's a tile. Looks like hardwood. I did this. I've got my room's a little bigger than 8 by 8, just a few inches bigger, so it's a small room. I laid this adhesive tile in here. It's so cheap, but it looks good, I think. I'll have to show you, my studio as I get done, but it cost me, I think, like $67 to do the whole room. It was not expensive. And actually the baseboards, I think, cost me a little bit more. The whole room to do the flooring and the baseboards cost me, under $200. It was really. I'm good over there, right? Really inexpensive. But anyway, a nice flat floor. My chair has wheels on it, so it rolls away if you push the pedals. So I know you can buy casters that have those like nylon wheels, and they've got locking mechanisms. So that's an option. But the thing that really bothered me was this chair. There's a little lever that you push in to lock it in place, which has obviously been worn down over the years, and you push it in, it stays for a little bit. Then there's some friction, and pop, that sucker goes back, and you end up going like this. And it's a big pain. So I brought in a folding chair. And now this chair stays firm in place, and it's not quite as comfortable, but I don't have those issues. So that's a temporary upgrade. Do we make it? I'm here to pick up your thing. Yes, look at that. Hey, we made just over half an hour. Oh, wait a minute. This is a different load. I think we missed that load. We just got lucky that they had 2 loads going up there. Same place too. Because it was fertilizer, right? We had 20 tons of fertilizer. This is 13 tons of nitrocellulose. That's going to be very cold storage. Yeah, so we missed it. I think it's just slightly less money, or maybe this job even came up once we were going to go in the WGC in Frankfurt. This is a fragile cargo, standard delivery, ADR class 4, yeah, because it's flammable / super cooled. So we got to be careful with this one, folks. And we're going to go up through Austria. We're going to go up through the north, through the Alps, through Austria, southern Bavaria, and up into Germany. This should be a nice job. Let's take it.
Okay, here we go.
So you got to see, in the last few episodes, you got to see Spain, Corsica, Sardinia, northern Italy. We'll get to see Austria and Germany. So thank you for coming along on Tommy G's European tour. I didn't need to do a 360. I could have done this differently. But it is what it is, isn't it? Isn't it exactly what it is? Chimica Italia SRL. I don't know what SRL means, but I'm gonna line up the truck with the frame of the trailer as best I can. It's in there. Park and brake on. Step outside. Max 36,000 kilograms. Gross nominal capacity 6,604 U.S. gallons. That's a capacity, but I don't know if we're actually there yet. 4 bar. I think that has something to do with the temperature, maybe. But these are containers as well, like ship containers. So you could take this off of here, load this on a ship or a train, and you're set to go. So it's an intermodal as well. We're going to bring up the landing gear, which is on this side. Hook up the power cables. We got brakes. We got lights. We're going to, while we're out here, since we're outside enjoying the evening, check our waybill again. 13 hours, 56 minutes. They expect us at the WGCC in Frankfurt at 5:44 on Wednesday. It's Tuesday, 39, so we're going to get to spend one evening on the road. I got $250,000 in the bank right now. I'm going to keep that open just while I'm in town, just in case any of my drivers end up, I love this parking brake lever. In case any of my drivers end up pulling in any money. While I'm here, going to look out the window. I always like to see the wheels rolling across the pavement when we first set out from our origin point. As we make our way out to the highway to head north. Have a good day, people. Good for you working at midnight on a Monday, and this is third shift
Get ready to turn right.
in Bologna, Italy.
Turn right.
I don't want to take out the stop sign. This is where at nighttime I could barely see. Did I miss the sign? I did, but I needed that lane though. It's hard to see in your rear view when it's this dark out. I turn over to the right there and it's like, okay, where's my mirror? I'm looking for lights that reflected it, and sometimes it's hard to see because there's precious little light. Gonna borrow your lane there. Oops, that's gear 12, sorry. So another thing, I have a couple of recommendations for people who may be new
At the roundabout, take the first exit.
to the sim. I couldn't tell if that sign said I'm supposed to yield for trains, but I think that would mean I'm probably supposed to stop there in case one's coming. And I thought I heard a low rumbling. I'm thinking, I'm going to get hit by a train. This will be a first. Ooh. So anyway, other than the gear grinding, I've been playing this for quite a while, a little bit veteran. So there's a couple things I can recommend to newer drivers of the sim. I know that'll sound funny to people who may have seen my last episode where I actually tipped my trailer. That doesn't happen often. I think I'm pretty good at this,
Take the second exit.
except for the occasional infrequent lapse and extreme lapse in judgment.
Exit now.
But other than that, two major things I can recommend. Well, I mean, there's a lot of things I can recommend, but I guess top of my list is going to be first and foremost.
Ready to turn right.
Well, three. I'll give you my top three. Going from the bottom up. All right. All right. So least important, but still important. Map something on your controller, your wheel pedals to. I'm gonna get on the highway here. I'm gonna turn this thing off. Turn off my little screen there, right? I generally don't like to have that open most of the time. You'll hear me start to say something and then pause many times as this thing goes on. It's just the way it is. So don't worry about it. I know it isn't speeding, but I gotta get into traffic here, so I need to be speeding up. Let me turn this off. Okay, so least important, but relevant to what I'm doing right now. Map something on your on your controls to your GPS zoom level. That's this thing right here. See my phone on the dash there? I'm hitting something that switches things up a lot. Because depending on where you are, and is that 80 kilometers? Yeah, I'm going to set my cruise. Depending on where you are in your drive, it's helpful to have different things open. Now I can see there's a big turn coming up around here, but I think I should be good anyway. I'm gonna come to toward the inside line, just in case I veer. So when I'm in a city or I'm like near my delivery point, whether I'm picking up or leaving, I like to zoom all the way in. That way I can see, sometimes you got to make a lot of turns in close and it can be harder to see. This is normally where I'm at. I can see turns coming up on them. Sometimes I go here to see kind of where I am a little bit further. And this one lets you, if you're on a long trip, lets you know where you're at on the big map. So I would do that. That's my first recommendation, to have that handy on a button that's easy to press, so you don't have to go searching for it. The second thing, and it depends on who you ask. I mean, there's some honorable mentions, like, respect the sleep. I know sometimes my brother-in-law has a little difficulty getting himself to bed in game, and sometimes it watch your fuel and stuff. But second for me, it's you're driving a semi truck. Oh boy. So it can take a while to accelerate and get up to speed. So there's a temptation to avoid the brake as much as possible, because you don't want to have to spend all the effort and energy to get back up to speed. You don't want to slow down to a crawling pace and then get up to speed, and then the next thing you know, you got to slow down again. There's a desire to get up to a good speed. But it's important to be safe on those turns. You got to be paying attention first to your GPS. You got to keep looking down there and see when a big turn comes up, because especially at night, sometimes all of a sudden, the headlights in front of you just veer off to one side sharply, and you realize, oh, they can take turns better than I can. And so maybe I need to be paying a little bit better attention. Oops, I want to resume my speed here. Again, going back to my GPS. See where my next turn is. This is one of the tough things about having a phone GPS, is that it doesn't go very far left or right. It's not a big display. If you don't have a dash display, you want to at least get something on there. They have like a little wider version up there too, which is something I like. This would be fine if you're doing more regional stuff. Some people do this in like, you know, full on legit, like we're just regional drivers in a smaller area. For most of the time, because you could do a lot of loads if you're staying close to home. I'm in this guy's slipstream. It's nice. There's golden lights in this tunnel. So yeah, I had the GPS thing. You had to be careful for the turns. And now I lost my train of thought. What was the most important thing to share that I completely forgot? Don't take those turns too sharp. Slow down if you need to. Crap. I'm gonna have to get back to you on the most important item. Wait, I need to turn up ahead here. Not here though. I just didn't know if I wanted to be in behind this guy because yeah, he's braking on occasion. I'm gonna get back in there though, just in case. And you know, save yourself some money by following the rules of the road. You know, I sometimes I fall guilty of this. I speed a little, you know, but that money adds up. I might forget the time of day, forget to put my lights on, have to pay $400 because I forgot to turn my lights on. You know, that stuff eats into your bottom line. Until I remember the third big thing that I wanted to mention. I will just highlight a few streamers for you. First and foremost, my brother-in-law Pete J. He's Pete J Play on Twitch. You can find him over at YouTube on Pete_J. We play a lot of games together. It seems like, oh, guy, I got dangerous cargo here. All of our games that we play, that we can play together, when we play together, they're better banter. So go check out Pete J. He's a good guy. He's got some other games that I don't have, and he also has games I have that he plays single player more often, like the Car Mechanic Simulator. If you're into the auto thing, if this is, see? Let that be a lesson to you. See the police car on my left there? I think I just went over the speed. And I even have cruise control. If I was paying attention, I would hit my cruise control and make sure I'm going 81. You can go, I think like in real life, you can go as much as 5 over and they won't give you a ticket. It's only when you're, you know, closer to 10 over that they actually will give you a ticket. And that guy happened to be watching me. Sure enough, there goes 400 euros. Yeah, so check out BJ Play. I newly subscribed to on Twitch, Nikita JUH. I forget what the last part of the thing is. She just became an affiliate. She does Phasmophobia and Red Dead 2. So check her out as well. Other drivers, I know SoCal Saber Bill Thornton on YouTube. He's doing American Truck Sim a lot more now recently, and he's a nice feller. He also does some of the air traffic control sims that I play on occasion in my off time. Police got someone here. Oh wow. I guess they're closing the lane off. Ooh, car on its side. I was technically supposed to slow down there, but I was keeping an eye on the distance, so I could see that I really didn't need to. I am going to need to slow down here though. So I'm going up a hill and I came off the gas, so I know this will slow me down. And once I'm out of this turn, I resume and we should be good. It's a little windy though. I want to put my high beams on. I'm actually hovering my thumb over my high beam But I can't seem to use it because there's always someone right in front of me or traffic coming toward me. Yeah, this is windy road. I'm actually going to lean in toward the shoulder here because I may have to veer further out into my lane because of this. You can't really see, but we're getting up into the mountains here. So we have that to contend with. But the speed limit is still 80. I got a turn coming up here, so I'm going to come off the gas. So another zoom there. Smaller truck there, doesn't need to slow down as much around the turns I have. But here's the Alps. We're in the Alps here, folks. We got the sun coming up here heading north, it looks like. Okay, speed limit's 70 now. We'll set my cruise at 70. Now it just went up to 80. Really odds. Okay, so I have buttons mapped on my cruise. Where if I hit accelerate, it'll bring me up 5 kilometers an hour. 5 kilometer increments. Hit it again now, that'll bring me up to 80. So 2 presses the button later, and here I am at 80 kilometers an hour. But I may need to slow down around some of these turns. Okay, I'm going to lean in on this one on the inside track so I can veer out into my own lane. I don't have that luxury going back the other way, so I'm keeping an eye on my rear view mirror there and the lights in front of me. Yeah, so check out Nikita, check out Bill Thornton. Also, I like to watch, again on Twitch, or I guess YouTube, the Gen X Gamer. He does some of the air traffic control stuff as well. Air traffic control, I'm talking about Tower 3D Pro and more recently Tower Simulator. That game's a little bit high on my price point right now, which is why I'm not getting it. Other ATC games I like, Traycon, although I don't play it as much. For that one, you're looking at a radar screen almost the whole time, so I can see that may not have much channel appeal. For me, it's kind of, I don't know if I'd say cathartic, but it's a fun kind of a puzzle solver. You got all these aircraft in, you gotta line them up and give them, vectors and all that stuff, get them at the right altitudes and airspeeds. Look at this. Where the heck are we? Well, I'm coming over too. Wow, what a highway this is. We are in the Alps here, people. I just went to my biggest screen on the GPS to see kind of where we were. It's not entirely clear, but I'm assuming we are passing. And if we haven't seen flags already, sorry about the stutter. I would imagine if we haven't left Italy yet, we haven't. That pretty soon we're going to be crossing into Autriche, Austria. Okay, I was going to say, I couldn't see where I needed to go for this. Oh boy, my window was already open. Let's close those windows, people. I was out of gear. I was out of gear. That's crazy. I'm gonna let this guy go in here. He's got the front loader. This guy's let me in on the left. Thank you, sir. Got my windows closed. Sorry about that. I mean, I guess the temperature's right. 17 degrees. A little cool. That would have been a little cool. A little windy. I'm surprised you can hear me at all. This would be a beautiful place to to stay for the night. I'd like to drive in VR here, and then use the external camera, so it's like you're standing outside, and like stand over at the edge of the parking lot and just look up at the mountains and stuff. That would be in VR. That'd be pretty cool. Because you get this feeling like you're at the mountains here. Nobody coming out.
Keep right. Then exit right.
I didn't see. I don't know if it was there or not. Did we see flags yet for Germany? This doesn't look like an exit, does it? On the map there, it doesn't really look like an exit. And why am I exiting right? I'm turning back this way now. See how it doesn't look like there's that much detail to the map. Oh, this is customs? Buffet restaurant. Alright, yeah, here we go. So this is customs station. Theoretically we would stop here, but there's the Austrian flag, and there's the flag of the Fourth Reich. Alright. The EU, it's the voluntary participation. Oh, okay, I'll stop. Ready? Oops, wrong button.
Keep left.
Oh, look at this though. This is gorgeous. This is neat. Welcome to the Austrian Alps, people. Enjoy the scenery while I ride this guy out of here. Let's take a look at one of these. Oh boy. Oh boy. Sorry. Back inside. I got people coming. I needed to take me a photograph. That's a responsible thing to do. Alright, we're speaking a new language now. Motstella. What does that mean? Is that a toll? Alright, switch gearboxes. Truck's over on the right. You can see that, right? Truck's over on the very right. Why are the cars coming over here? Oh, is this... Can I go here? Do I have a pass? I think I do have it. Here, we're going to find... Toll paid. Oh, sweet. I hate when I hear that sound. It's usually what accompanies a moving violation. There's where we got to be careful. Oh, look at that. That's nice. That's the Austria I know and love so well. I've never actually been. And I guess I have not been on this stretch of highway in game either, so. Heading towards Innsbruck. Let's get a little more picture stuff going on here. Oops, sorry. Oh, I'm looking down. Hey, that's why you don't do this. Here, sorry. I'm borrowing lane. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Horrible timing, people. Oops, I hit one, I thought. That was bad. See, sometimes I give you lessons by showing you what not to do. I like to say, and I could even see on my GPS, I could see that horseshoe turn coming. That's like the worst possible time to decide to go sightseeing with your external cameras.
Keep right, then turn right.
No, not there, right? That's... Okay, that's...
Right.
Alright, here. See, there's another one of those. That's where you gotta zoom in, you know? Because I'm looking at that runaway ramp, thinking, is that where I go? But it's clearly a ramp for a runaway truck. I feel like we're coming back down the other side of the mountains now. Maybe not the other side. We were still in the mountains, but look at these towns. What town is this supposed to be off here to our right? That's pretty cool. I want to go in there and get a beer. But it's business hours. Hey, this guy's slowing down for me. But yeah, I say you got to look out in the game. Oh, that's the other thing is, I guess the number one thing would have to be vigilant when it comes to traffic. Like I always, tell my kids, hope for the best, but prepare for the worst. In as much as there are just some things that you cannot anticipate in this game. A lot of it mirrors real life, where you drive along, all of a sudden somebody's pulled somewhere on the side of the road and everybody comes to a stop. There's a reason they're stopping, but you can't anticipate it, so you just got to be already ready to react for it. And that's kind of where your anticipation goes. Look at the scenery. It's gorgeous. And then there's like a river valley down there. Hold on. Let's try this real quick. What? That's kind of cool. Other of it is like it seems like bad driving. And really what that is it's programming, in a video game. In the real world, you'll see people out there and they'll just do the dumbest things. You're like, what are you doing? Well, the game has those. I don't think it's on purpose, but it'll be they'll be coming on an on-ramp and they'll come to a stop to let the faster cars go. It's like, no, you gotta get up to speed, but you gotta get going. And you don't expect them to do something that seems dumb. But there's you know what I'm saying? There is in the mind, and the AI is saying, oh, I'm doing this. This is the right thing to do. Meanwhile, as an actual driver who drives a vehicle, there's a lot of work happening on this bridge and tunnel system. As an actual driver, you're kind of like, you would not do that. That's unsafe. You gotta be ready for that stuff. It is 7:43 a.m., 20 degrees Celsius. I could turn my lights off. Yeah. Here we are. Trucks. Over on the right. What is this thing? Total 17 euros. But I'm going to need... Oops. I'm going to need to get some sleep. Oh, I guess... See, there it was. I should have stopped there. Now I'm that guy. I'm the guy who's causing the problems. Now we're using the other tunnel coming back this way while they work on it's like the eastbound tunnel, as we are heading west. Actually, just southward. We're heading basically west now. You can see there's where we are on the map. Head west for a little while and turn north. I'm looking at the next place I can sleep, because we are going to want to spend, I guess, the day, because it's morning. We've been driving through the night. We're going to want to spend most of the day to get our rest and finish things up on the next stop of our trip. Heading west through the Alps here. Oh, here's a spot to sleep, though. Let's do it.
Never mind. I'll find a new.
We're going to stop here, spend the night. Okay, turn that thing off. Aren't we? Or is it? Okay, here we go. Ooh, I need to back up a little. I need to pull forward a little. There we go. Put it in park. Shut the engine off. Step outside. Let's take a look at this scenery here. This is where, okay, it's the middle of the day here. We're going to run our power. Might go for a little walk in the woods over there. It's kind of a neat truck stop as we just kind of take a break here in the middle of the Bavarian Alps. Looks like there's a little station you can go in there to use the bathroom or whatnot. I don't have a shower or anything. We'll have to do that tomorrow. But let's take a break. See how it goes. I'm gonna take a sip of my drink while we're at it. Beautiful day. Okay, afternoon, 5:30 p.m. So we'll drive the afternoon and the evening. I could hear a stream off there. I can hear it's off to a stream off to the right. So I would have gone down, taken a look at the stream. Hop back in the truck. I need fuel. Hold on. I really need fuel. How am I not paying attention to this stuff? Okay, we'll be able to catch it. We go to the A14 north here. I'll just take the next fuel stop. I got plenty to get there. I got to go past a, looks like a way station, but I think it's on the other side, so I don't have to worry about it. Check our way bill. Leave that open until I'm on the highway rolling out. I think we're on an uphill grade, so I don't want to... Nice little spot where we took our 9-hour rest. Wandered a little, explored. Little bridge back this way. Little stream up in the Bavarian Alps. Alright. Got it coming out. And you gotta come on to a highway that's pretty quick speed. It's kind of a dangerous thing to do. Alright, I don't see anybody bringing in any money right now. I'm sorry, they need this thing by tomorrow, 5:44 a.m. This will be no problem. Oh, we could have stayed a little up the road here. Oops. Oh, wrong button. Wrong button. I meant to hit F3. I shut my engine down coming up a hill at whatever the heck speed I'm at. 80's the speed here. Then hit cruise. Go 82. Yeah, we could have stopped at that spot there, but a little bit more traffic-y. I'm actually looking for the river. Is that church bells ringing back there? That is neat. Yeah, I'm liking southwestern Austria right now. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, I looked down at my phone to check and see if I had anybody saying anything in the chat. And we're coming up on this construction traffic here. Alright, thank you people for letting us go. So there should be signage. I mean, you're in a tunnel and their construction is just outside the tunnel. There's a little railway into a town out there. Speaking of railways in Europe, there's one game I have on my... Is the left lane closed again? I don't think it is. Deutsch Germany. Holbrand's Lockau. Oh, this is traffic getting off. Oh, there must have been an accident. See? You never know the stuff you're gonna see here. See here. Coming up, I got it looks like an 1/8 of a tank. I have plenty to get to the next stop, but I gotta pay attention though. Sometimes I get talking and I forget. But I like what I see of Austria so far. What a country. As Yakov Smirnoff would say. That's someone That'll date you, kids. If you grew up in the Cold War, you know what I'm talking about. $6:37. I'm gonna go ahead and put my lights on. I don't really need them yet, but I'm gonna need them soon enough, and when I forget, I'm gonna have to pay money. So looks like I got my exit coming up on the right here for fuel. So I'm gonna go ahead and push in the clutch. Oh, yeah, that really snuck up on me. That was quick. Rock Eater Quarry. That makes me think of Deep Rock Galactic. Stick around the channel, check that out. Deep Rock Galactic, Eric and I play. So yeah, I was saying other games. Other games that we like. Oh, so I was looking at a game called Rail Life, a train simulator, which basically it sounds like it's a lot like, this guy's really getting gas, like Euro Truck Simulator 2, but with a train company. So you purchase a train, you get your own company, all that stuff like that. You get contracts, you hire people and stuff, you get your own trains. You walk inside, get yourself a snack, get refreshed. Tuesday, 6:48 p.m. Almost $300,000 by company. I've learned to just ignore these pukes. It's Europe. I'm telling you. So funny thing. You know, if you heard it on my channel, I know I keep talking about my honeymoon from 19 years ago. My wife and I go on a European cruise, but so we go on a Costa cruise, and that's a, I guess, wrong turn. It's a European cruise line, I think an Italian cruise line. I think you'll remember one of their ships actually sank off the west coast of Italy several years back. Because the captain wanted to sail too close. He wanted to sail past his house or something like that. And wave to his kids or something. Ends up grounded out and sinking the thing. Anyway, Costa Cruises, but this is 2004. And we're out there. We're one of, I think we counted there was 13 of us native English speakers from the United States and Canada. So it was a very interesting thing. Anytime we wanted to do like an excursion, we would kind of have to find each other and try and get each other to go on these excursions together, because if you didn't have, you know, like 10 people, sometimes they would cancel an excursion. This is cool. Here, I'm gonna take a picture of this. I'm speeding though. Once again, speeding. Look at this valley. Pan out the other way. Oh man. So, you know, that was one aspect of it. Another aspect was, you know, we're the Americans in Europe, so we're supposed to be like, you know, the rude Americans. I'm telling you, was it the Italians? I think it was the Italians, which is cut and funny everywhere. They just you're going to get on the elevator, boom, they're in there like, you know, like they're gonna win a prize if you get it. We were shocked. Like, how does it seem like we're the most gracious people? I thought the Americans were supposed to have the bad rap for being, you know, me, but boy, this was it was remarkable. And the other thing remarkable was that the Germans they basically what deck was it? It was one of the rear decks. And by like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, they had that deck staked out. It was all German. It was polka music and beer drinking. I mean, it was fun. Hold on. Got to borrow that lane. Don't do that. Another one of the examples. I like to help when I can. But I mean, it was fun, but it was funny. It was like a conclave on the ship. Nothing wrong with that. It's just what it is. It was an interesting thing to see that dynamic, and to be in the cultural minority too on the ship. And it wasn't like that made us uncomfortable. We liked being around the others. Just we thought it was funny that the Italians seemed pushy and the Germans were just like in party mode the whole time, and we were kind of no, you go first, polite and gracious. Well, at least that's how we saw ourselves. I don't know how they saw us, but probably saw us as pushovers. Nice cattle. Are those Jersey cows? I got for Christmas, I got the family a board game that nobody seems to want to play. So luckily there's a single player component. Daddy can play on his own. Mom will play sometimes with him. She's game for it, pun intended. What is it? The Great Western Trail. Heard great things about it. They call it a Euro game. It's a sort of a resource builder, and you got different paths you can take to accomplish different strategies. You can win using more than one strategy. But that's the kind of game it is, and you got to run cattle from Texas to Kansas City, or ultimately other parts. It takes place in the American West. I think it's fun. Maybe I'm going to have Pete and Eric over at some point. I had them over once before for board games, because we play video games, PC games online all the time. We have a blast. I say, hey, let's get together sometime. Let's just hang at my house. I'll make food. We'll have some beers. Play some board games. So we played Stockpile. We played Home Stretch, which is a horse racing game, which I enjoy. Sorry. Did he just stop and cause an accident? It's just this guy's really coming uphill in slow motion, isn't he? Okay, I'm gonna have to. These trucks are going a little slower than I am. I know he's got his signal on as well. It's these tank trucks that are going really slow. Now, are we in Germany? I think, did we cross? We did, right? We're now in Deutschland. So yeah, we played those games. I think next time we might try Great Western Trail. I want to kind of keep it fresh. Then we'll see what other games we have. I like a game called Black Gold. That's a lot of fun. I'll my GPS see where I'm at here. We've got a little ways to go. Stuttgart is off to the west there. The sun's going down. Stuttgart. I've been to Stuttgart in game. So anyway, I'm done talking now. I think I ran out of things to say. I'm on my lunch break. I gotta get back here in the next 10 minutes. And I don't know if that's going to allow me to do that in game. 3 days this week. The wife is out at the office. She works about 20 minutes away from home. I can't tell if I'm moving faster than this guy. I want to get back in that right lane because I don't want to clog the left lane. But I think I'm going a little faster than this guy in the green car here. So anyway, for these 3 days, wife's in the office, and on my lunch break, I'm doing some gaming. People out on a nice evening drive. It is, what's 21? 9:13 p.m., 21 degrees Celsius, beautiful. Let's open the windows. Get some of that fresh air going. Alright, looks like we got a turn coming up in the not too distant future. We're good for fuel, going in at 3/4 of a tank. We got the sun going down in the Bavarian hills here. Be real fun to be out here for Oktoberfest. Must have passed over a train bridge, a tunnel. Yeah, so this Train Life, a rail simulator. It's been on my wish list. I've considered it. It goes on sale, but not quite enough sale to get me to pull the trigger and buy it. Still waiting for it to come a little cheaper. It's got real good overall ratings, but kind of lower recent ratings, which is always a little puzzling to me. It's like, oh yeah, people love it. As long as this game's been out, they love it. But recently, it's got some issues, and it's supposed to go the other way, right? Like, usually it's supposed to start out, it's a little buggy, it's early release and all that stuff like that, and then the developers get into it and start to clean up the bugs, make improvements, and then people say, oh, no, this is nice. And a classic example of that was No Man's Sky. That thing got just panned. And to their credit, man, they took it on the chin and they made changes, and now it's got a real good improvement rate. And what that may have been was just a miscommunication of sorts. You know, they had a game that they wanted to develop, and they sold it. But for whatever reason, whether they miscommunicated or people misunderstood, the buying public was not that happy with what they ended up putting out.
Keep right, then exit right.
And they let them hear it. Oh, so I gotta call that back. Keep right and exit right, right? No? Not yet?
Finding new route.
Oh, that was it. It was just a long, oh crap. Alright, this is a problem. Okay, so now I'm just gonna go north and then turn west. Okay, not all that bad. I'm sorry, you know what, I didn't see, it was a long exit lane. And I ended up thinking, no, that couldn't be it, right? Speed of 80. I got a voicemail. I got to return that call. But, oh yeah, Pete, if you're watching, I realize now I had a voicemail from my sister, his wife, to give her a call about something, and I obviously forgot, but I just remembered again, so I will call her this evening. And if for some reason it slips in my mind again, I would welcome her to call me back this evening. I'm going to try and remember on my own, though. Good brother that I am. I do have to run. We always run our kids around at night. We got to run around. The youngest has taekwondo. The oldest has diving practice. He's on the dive team for his high school. That's fun. It is fun having a kid on the dive team,
Then exit right.
because diving is a fun sport to watch, and it's even that much more
Exit
fun
right.
when someone you love is doing it, and doing it well enough to be impressive and say, you know, I couldn't do that, man. You got that. You got some skills. Hone those skills. Don't be good, be great. That's the challenge with a teenager. I always joke around and I say this, and sometimes I do mean it. Sometimes good enough is good enough. But that depends on what you're doing. You know, sometimes you just gotta finish something. Other times, though, you want to perfect it. So, yeah, here's where you need that GPS zoom in. It would be real easy to miss that little part here. Once I get out of this spaghetti mess of stuff, I'm now heading slightly west. Oh, you're kidding. See, that bothers me, though. Is it 60? Like I had just heard the beeping sound to suggest that I was going over the speed limit. It's 60? Seems like a slow speed, doesn't it? Like I just hear that beep sound saying, hey, you're going too fast, and just then the guy nails me. That I don't feel as bad about. That seems like, to me, unless I know it's coming, it's just a speed trap. There's no getting around it. Unless, now if I go back and I see this and it looks like the speed level have changed a little ways back and I just wasn't paying attention, that's entirely a possibility as well. But now I'm waiting to see if this thing speeds up, because 60 is just, what if I do... I know it's risky because the police car's still back there. If I do 65, technically I'm flirting with this. He could nail me for 65. And if he does, I'm gonna feel ridiculous. I'm going exactly 5 over. Oh, but he's going to pass me. He's gonna have to get back in. That guy even flashed his lights. Look at that, head on. Now they're both stopped. Oops. Now this is 80, but I think that's cars. So my GPS is telling me what the truck speed is. And I have my brights on even. I have my brights on. Frankfurt am Main. I have to remember to turn off my brights as I mean, my brights too are going to go right into their face. To eye level with the driver, so I need to turn those off. It is 11:40, 17 degrees. Black as pitch out here in Western Germany. There's the treeette. I'm getting better at realizing what kind of speeds these gears handle. But we are coming up into Frankfurt. Frankfurter. I'm getting ready. The speed's gonna drop here. You know. I can't believe, of all the places in Germany, I've never been to Frankfurt. Like in game.
Keep left,
Alright.
then turn left. Turn left.
Zoom.
Turn right.
We've got on the left there, it's somewhere in the neighborhood of midnight. Yep, 23:54. It's basically coming up on midnight right now.
Get ready to
There's where we're gonna end up.
turn
We'll
left.
have to call it quits. But on my next episode, I know there's a truck dealer in town. I'm going to end up buying a new truck. Well, maybe in Frankfurt. There's a couple trucks that I already have 2 of, and a handful of trucks that I only have 1 of. So I'm going to get... I'm not going to get another truck that I have 2 of. I'm just going to get the truck I have 1 of. I have a hard time seeing where I need to be here. Where's... Oh, there's my spot. Oh boy. Okay, so I may have done this a little bit wrong. I need to essentially hang a loo here. And back this way and then back into that spot. Okay. This should be easy. If I don't nail this on my first try, I got real issues. There we go. Step on outside. Talk to the people. Here we are at the WGCC in Frankfurt, Germany. Let's hit the landing gear. Excellent. Yes, new level 28 instructor. That comes with new skills. We're doing fragile cargo boost. Rank 4, 20% higher reward, 5% increase for delivering a fragile cargo. Well, that would have helped us out right here, wouldn't it? Oh. I guess from now on, what's my new image? Oh, this is the one right there. Okay. That's the new image. All right. So, okay, so for my next act, we're going to go into town. Before I leave, I'm going to go over and see this question mark is obviously the dealer. I see a Trotto, so I can't tell what kind of dealer it is. I'm right here. So I think what I'm going to do is actually go there and sleep. You know what? Let's go there now. That way we could see what it is.
Let's do this.
I'll take just a little bit more time here. At least I can find out what this dealership is, and I can wake up in the morning. If it's a truck I don't have, I could buy it. And I can... Whoops. Good on the left.
Turn left.
Same rules of the road. Yeah, it's always challenging when you're up in Great Britain. You know, and you're trying to figure out that you gotta be on the other side of the road. It's basically everywhere else in the world that you gotta be on the left. And sometimes you get to a new country like, wait, am I in Britain or am I in Germany?
Turn left. Get ready to turn.
Gear 11? What the heck?
Turn right.
Actually, I don't want to turn right. I want to go straight. Iveco. Do I have an Iveco? We'll find out in a second. I mean, I know I have an Iveco, but do I have more than one? I don't think I do. I think my next truck's going to be an Iveco.
We are. Safe and sound.
Right, I think the entrance is over here. It looks like it's over here, right? Truck dealer found. Okay. So I'm gonna park right over here. That way I can do the repair, which I like to do a quick repair before I get started. I get my tires. I get my tires retread. Get everything all cleaned out. That way for my next driver, it's all ready to go. And then I ship it off almost new back to my headquarters. Alright. Turn the lights off because I won't need those in the morning. Put my windows up. Alright. Shut her down real quick. Gonna check and see. Where's my truck manager? Iveco, I've got one. Perfect. I'm getting a new Iveco. That will be right now, my current Iveco, Lawrence D with the chops. He's driving that's my other Iveco, the highway somebody. He's got my trailer too. He's got my flatbed. He's currently, you want to know where he's at? He's driven distance, where is he? Where is he now? Oh, he's idle right now. Right? If I go to map view, he's out there somewhere. Here's all my drivers. Where am I? I'm in Frankfurt. Where am I? I was a truck manager. Let me go to driver manager. So yeah, I'm gonna get a new Iveco. Here I'm in Frankfurt. I am alone. Here's all my other drivers. My other guy's out in Poland. So I got another guy in Germany right now. Two guys in Germany, three in Germany, but my lady's out there in Belgium. So yeah, so I'll get an Iveco on my next one. I have 328,000. I'll buy the truck. I'll hire a driver here and send him back up to Rotterdam. And then after that, I'm gonna start looking at where my next garage is gonna be because I'm gonna need a garage. So yeah. So thanks for watching. Tune in for that one. That'll be before I finish things up here in Europe. So take care. Thanks for hanging with me, and have a good day. Bye.